Hey there, welcome back. Maris here, and today we have Icarus. As you know, if you don't know, you can respec now talent points. So the question everyone is asking, how and what the hell I want to build out of my character. So this is my core talent build. Let me show you what to get, what not. There's a lot of things, so let's jump right to the point. One thing I need to mention right away, there will not be a link down in the description. Why? Because the only talent builder in a web you could find, it's not updated. There is no changes whatsoever, so there's also limited. You can't, you basically just can't. Okay, so I have to make that on live. Before that as well, yeah, this is a funny guy, he's making stupid faces, but pay attention, please pay attention to the character levels, because if you can see 37, 56 and 87, it's a little blurred, but don't worry, we don't need that much. 37, 56, 87. Now jumping in the game, 37, what? 50, 50? Why did you do that? Anyways, this is the point I mentioned in the previous video in the patch notes. If you haven't seen that, okay, I will link that in the description, just the patch notes. They changed, so now you have more talents. That's first, already in previous. Now also you can respec, and they also changed the talent points and a lot of things. So, and in the same way, they just skipped, and now just everyone who had higher level now is at 50. We can continue to level up, but anyways, it's just a minor thing. So, talent points. So let me pick this character. As you saw, it is level 37, so I don't have full talent points, so it will be kind of tough to show and explain, but I chose this because this reflects as close as possible to what my actual final talent build would look like. So you see there are 30 respec points. They are kind of useless for me for now, because I have nothing spent which I want to respec, and I don't have all the points yet. So in resource tree, everything remains as previously. We are going for one lumber yield, wood breakdown, and then season logsman. This is what you want. This is absolutely changes the wood gathering at all. Only thing you need there. Then specking 1 and then specking 2. These are the main things, but you need 4 points to dump in resource tree to level up. So I chose and still stick with carry on. All other options are kind of meh. So here, why this is open? It shouldn't be open because it's linked. Okay, this is a bug. I could skip and go. Okay, this is a bug. It should be closed, you see, because I haven't put. Anyways, so yeah, 4 points here. Then normally for exploration, I'm explaining how it should look like. Swift Survivor I picked immediately, but in my original core build, you pick these 3 points as well. Already mentioning maximum health, it is added. You get 10 plus 25, that's 35, and plus 50. So in total, picking 3 points here, you have 8 plus 85 health, which is kind of huge, especially for the beginners. So that's one point. Then after that, we don't do anything else here in exploration. This is the new white capacity increased. It will open up when you I drop 1 more point, because then it levels up the exploration, and basically it is available. But pay attention, 3 talent points, and in total you will have 10 weight capacity increased. 10, and if you look at dense packing, this increases by 20. So long story short, it is 2 times worse than any of dense packing, and honestly it will be enough already. With dense packing you will hit all other inventory slot space problems, then you hit capacity, and when you do, carry on will just carry you on. So I don't think I will ever put points there. So 3 and 3 here. next I have hunting. As you can see, this is my minimalist build. I picked chase him down. Normally you would go all 3 points. Actually, let me try if I can put them there. And bone collector, just because it's easy. Maybe you can skip it with asterisks on it, but let me see. Then leather breakdown, a strong shoulder. And the reason why leather breakdown is absolutely great for mid-late game, when you have a lot of leather and nowhere to put them, then you can make them in ropes. There's a trick to make a fiber out of... just take it, okay? And health bars, this is to see animals around you. Basically, wall hack, let's call it. So, this is all... And then normally you would go also with... No, I don't want... So this is the full hunting set, right? This is how it looks when you put all 3 points here, chase them down. That gives you a lot of stamina, which is also added. And here, maximum stamina. So these are the 2 stamina. Yeah, that's what I was afraid of. You see, I put those points down and they are already registered. That's why I was so... hesitant to make this video, because I can't make that on web, and when I just put down the talents for you, it's recorded, so it's set in stone. Now to respec I need to waste my points. Okay, fine. Now in this talent tree, one more thing I want you to pay attention to. This is this naturally preserved, which now requires only 3 points. Previously it was 4, the first one was garbage. Anyways, 15, 30 and 50 rate of food spoiling is reduced. I will pick this up. I think my core talent will include this one. Why? Because, long story short, whenever you have mid or even late game, especially the late game, when you have a huge, amazing, great foods, the thing is, let's say I bring my pumpkin bread, 10 pumpkin bread. Now it especially, okay, pumpkin bread is a bad example because it was not spoiling at that point, but the blueberry pie or some berry pie. You eat it, then you have a timer that counts down how long you have the buff. The thing was previously, and in the same time, the rest of the blueberry stack you have in your inventory spoils. And the thing was, even if in most of the cases you had still the buff going on, you don't need to eat any other berry pie, but it was going to spoil. So you were pushed to eat that one additional buff food only because it was spoiling. It was always there. I'm not quite sure if 1 point maybe is enough to equal out after what time buff ends, and then you have extra time to get the food, eat it again. Previously it was not balanced. It was always you were eating the food just because it was spoiling. The buff length was never basically in the play. So that's why I'm looking at this talent point now. 1, 2 or 3 points I haven't decided. And one more thing I need to check. These 2 I will leave open, just explaining. I will pick them up and most likely we'll see if I need to respec them. But green thumb, they have improved this how it's called, crop planting mechanics itself. Now if it's out in the sun it grows faster, more dynamically. Now you can get more. I need to test all this out to see how it goes, but I was already previously interested in those 2 points because 10% and 20% is quite fast. If that going together with being under the direct sky, which improves, and then the greenhouse, which improves the grow rate, it seems like you can plant anything you want and gather that in the same day. At least I need to test it out, but I'm looking at those 2 talent points as well. Rest of that, in construction, yes, I am still leaning towards discounted access, picksmith, careful hits. This is all just to unlock big pick and minor damage as well. So you see, these 4 points are in there only to get big pick, to increase mining radius. I have whole video, just search it out. Really undervalued. It's still a little bit broken because it gathers takes big dent out of the ore, but gives a little bit less than you expected ore. So it is kinda still, but you gather faster. And the thing is, you gather faster every material. So it's just, I'm thinking whether they finally improve or not, I will stick with big pick. And this is the one new item they added, stamina regeneration. So J. So you need to pronounce it as regen, right? With J. Okay. Anyways, me just learning language all the time. So 5% stamina is absolutely nothing, but 15 and 30, hell yes. Definitely, I am even going to pick it right away, because yes, you want that. With all the stamina you have, with all the buffs you will have, the time when it regenerates, it's quite lengthy. So you want to pick that. And in combat, sorry, not sorry, but I'm sticking with my choice. And that is picking only one thing. And why? Because you always will have a knife in your toolbar, because for the skinning. That means whatever weapon of choice you have, you will have this one. So dragging it out and running with extra 10% speed on top of everything else, yes, this is it. And that concludes the video. Basically, this is the core. 3 points for the speed. Then in construction, 6 points here to get big pick and ready to work, 3 points. And survival, everything else as it was before in resources, everything else as it was before in hunting, everything else in exploration, and now these are my questionable items. And just to add here, remember, this is not fully leveled character. When I will pick up these 2 talents and spend 5 points and level up character to level 50, I will have 12 more additional talent points to distribute. So that's the final. So you still have leftover for your own experience. Then you can pick up this pack lightly if you want to, or if you really are in I don't know, bows or arrow, something. I'm not. For the last I checked with every type of weapon in the game, spears are really powerful anyways. So having bone spear is enough for bears. Bows are for lighter critters and animals, and you will kill them anyways, so no need to buff it in any way, shape or form. And when you have a rifle or shotgun at the late game, when you have powerful everything, they are powerful enough to kill bears anyways. So yeah, remember, now armor works, so you don't need to worry about bears anymore. All right. One additional, sorry for making it that long, is solo talent tree. I am returning to different character, yes. Why? Because I have 2 level 50 characters where I can show you exactly where to put single player talents. If you don't know that the talents, everything I discussed before is there, but solo, now you have separate 25 points at the max. And they work both. Basically, now they are separated. So the question is what to pick for your solo build. Again, this talent tree update is not reflected in web, so I'm going to do that live for one of my characters. So first off, additionally, there is added this side of the talent trees, which is heavy hitter, melee damage boost, arrow boosts, knife boosts, spears, firearms, and at the end Sea animal health bars. So we have this already picked up in our general in total talent tree, which works regardless if you play alone or with someone else. If you don't know, this works like this. These talents, the default ones, are working all the time. Whenever someone joins or you join someone, these solo are disabled. When someone leaves your session or whatever, you are left alone, then they kick in. So this is additional bonus. Whenever you are lonely, yeah, you get a health. So we have a health monitor already, so there's no pointer to pick this one up. Having 2 points dropping here, I also see no absolute 5% increase of knives and 10%. This is too little damage improvement. It changes nothing, right? For spears are already deadly as hell, so 5 to 10% doesn't. Okay, don't pick any of these. My choice to pick is, especially when I'm solo, increased health by 100 and 150 actually, because I gain twice. Hell yeah. Then health regeneration. It always helps, just because. Then, of course, speed, additional 10% to everything we already have. Health today, yes, and stamina. 17 total here, and stamina regeneration. Sounds absolutely great. So one thing you noticed, this lightning recovery does not open this, that's but a scratch. So these talent trees have this line should not be there. Okay, it's weird how it works. All right, this is the core of it. Basically, whatever we picked in our total talent tree, we picked also in a solo. Now the question is, I want to quickly take a look at the bottom 4 options. We want to take a look what we want from the bottom part, which side we need to move on. So damage for crafted hedgehogs, absolutely not. Efficiency to repair, 5%, absolutely not. Carry weight for building pieces. Yeah, whenever no, it's just no. It's just you have so much improved weight carry capacity, because if you are getting your stone castle moved around for whatever reason, it's still a big no. It's just not worth it. You will not do that constantly in one time. It will not make worth going there. Stone, wood, and metal weight less in your inventory. This is something probably you want to take. This is the first at the bottom what you want to take. Then experience gain. No, just purely no. Without any experience gain, just playing solo, one big mission will grant you the 37 level character. This is 2 missions, one really quick solo and then one big mission. That's it. You don't need these experience gains. Never ever pick them up, because whenever you have a top level 50, they're wasted. Here, more than handful, increased yield from forging, harvesting by hand. Killing first 1 or 2 animals you came across and skinning them and gathering bones will provide you a bone sickle that improves the harvesting by 100%. Now you can spend 2 points to increase by 10. Just pure garbage. Why the hell this even exists? And then we have Savage Hunter, gathering leather and fur up to 50%. Fur is absolute sorry. There is no place to put fur. The only thing what you need it for is making a bedroll. After that, they decreased amount of fur given by wolves, rabbits, and little bambies. But even with that, I don't see reason why would you pick that. And the leather also is kind of pointless in the mid-late game, only just to make ropes and then discard. So yeah, also pointless. This one is interesting because here we can have increased yield of bones. Bones, yes, you will make into epoxy. So that's something mid-late game. Getting this would improve your life immensely. So I would advise to get it. And what's in line is yield from trees, stones, and harvesting. Hell yeah. 1 point and increases by 15%. So we see how it goes quite clearly. And yeah, these are the minor things. I'm never going for trade with stealth. There are two choices for anything you encounter in this game. Either it's an animal that will run away from you, no problem there, and you have ranged weapons. If you're hunting, you will hunt them down. You don't need to get in close range, so no point of that. Either they will attack you, and if you, I don't know how to explain. When something attacks you, you kill it and move on. That's the easiest way than crouching, sneaking, and playing Assassin's Creed for whatever reason with animals, for whatever reason. Especially in the mid-late game, when you need the bone to make epoxy and all that. Yeah, just kill it. Especially the animals attacking you will yield quite good bone and meat and leather and fur, and so basically animal is bringing items to you to pick up. Why would you stealthy avoid them? I don't see the reason. Steel ankles, just know this is what I mentioned, the food buff duration by 10%. Seems a little too small percentage for one whole point dumped there, but we'll see. And here's the physical resistance. I think I will take it anyways because buffing your physical resistance on top of armor and everything seems to be a good idea. And of course, low maintenance. This is something I am going to pick next. Perfectly. It opens up exactly what I want, what I need. Why? Because less maintenance. For water, food, and oxygen, you have already everything. The canteen and bladder, air bladder and whatnot, and food. Why not? Why the hell not? You need to spend those points, and remember, we are going after this one. So, getting big tree, getting 2 stones. Yeah, here we have yield from trees and from mining. Mining. Huh. Now I got myself corrected. Ore deposits. We need ore. It's not only stone, so I need at least 1 point here, and hell, both points here to get that mining. Just because. So not picking that. Experience, no. Carrying, yes. So this is the question. Carrying wood and stone and ores. Fine, let's get it. And yeah, sorry, stupid me. Totally missed weight capacity. So those 2 are amazing. And now food, stone, and ores will weight even less. Nope, not getting that. So we'll have 5 more points. So I am getting physical resistance, 3 points. Now, when I'm looking at everything I would potentially want, okay, fine, let's pick up the buff duration, 10% fine, because there's nothing else to pick. Nothing. And 1 more point. Leather and food, no, hell, then I'm going for trees. Repair, no. Everything else is just pure garbage. So, this is the final. Sorry, took too long. This is the final for solo. Speed, stamina, everything, weight capacity, even buffed a little bit food, physical resistance, maximum carrying around, getting a lot of bones, 50% more bones, getting more iron. Hell yeah. I hope that counts for also the gold and everything. But okay, this is the final. To stop making too long videos. Final build. For solo, I'm going with this. And I think, yeah, I will duplicate it for both my characters as well. And the default talent points I already showed, explained. If you have any questions, suggestions are always welcome, because there's a lot of choices how you can go differently. Or maybe if you have tested out this green thumb and naturally preserved, do let me know. Remember, we just picked up, by playing solo, we just picked up the length of our buff, so 1 point dropping here will be needed for sure. Anyways, thank you guys for watching my updated core talent build for Icarus, where we have now 2 talent builds, 3 solo and default, and as far as I can tell, they both work together when you are solo, so why the hell not? Let me know your ideas and suggestions, what you have in your mind, and let's discuss that in comment section. Cheers.